Good evening, everybody. Is this working? It sounds like it's working. Fantastic. Hello, Crazy Casper 31112. Hope you're doing well this fine evening of Halloween. Hopefully Division 5 won't be giving us too much of a scare tonight. We are here for Division 5's Season 9, Round 16. Getting towards the nitty-gritty of it at the moment. If I just check the calendar to see how long's left, because things are getting quite tight in Division 5. We've actually only got 3 races left, including this one. After this we have the Netherlands, and then we have Qatar, which is also a sprint race. And if we look at the Division 5 standings, the title race is looking like it's going to be between Gravedigger in the Haas, Mr. Adam Moore in the McLaren, and aka the legend in Alpha Tauri. He had a couple of issues last week. Connectivity issues in France, which resulted in him getting 0 points. And if I remember right, I think Adam might have won. Yeah, Adam won because of that strategy. So that's really going to increase the pressure on our championship leader. We're going to ride on board with our championship leader's teammate at the moment, Slicks, who looks extremely fast. Slicks is extremely quick, but then when it comes to races, it seems to all go out the window. He's currently sitting 11th in the championship. Oh, you can tell I've done my homework tonight. He's currently sitting 11th in the championship. Oh right, okay, the sector, I could have sworn the Sector 1 detection zone wasn't there before. Anyway, it's a purple Sector 1 from Slicks, as to be expected. We've got Crazy Casper coming around with, I don't know, Shadow or Smurf. I'm going to stay on board with Slicks for now. I've just dropped what I was playing with on the floor, so that's not great. At least it means you're not going to hear any weird tingling metal noises as Slicks is about to enter Sector 3. He's looking quite nice and tidy here. This will be Q1. Another purple, as to be expected. Come round final turn. It's nice to see Slicks not teleporting all over the track tonight. Maybe it's a sign of good things to come. He's going to have a win today. He does a 130.1, which isn't too shabby at all. Let's just have a look at what Casper's got. If he can do something similar. It looks like he's going to be a little bit slower, and it looks like he's going to be giving a little bit of toe to Smurf as well. It's not going to be enough for either of them to challenge Slicks. We've got the main rival of our championship leader, Adam Moore, on his lap, and we've got Legend on his out lap at the moment. I think he's about to start his full lap, so we'll just stay on board with Adam and then we'll go over to Legend, who is coming around the final corner now. He's going to try and get a little bit of toe off of the 2 Aston Martins in front of him. That is a purple Sector 1 from Mr. Moore. And yes, it was Legend starting his lap, so just... we'll stay on board for the whole duration. Just thinking about change towards the end, but something has gone wrong towards the end of that lap, or towards the beginning. He's 0.6 down on Slicks with a very fast time. Legend is out on mediums, so this probably isn't going to be the fastest time. But usually Legend has shown enough pace to 30s. Got a little bit of a football chant going on in the chat. So I imagine it's going to be quite a fast time from Legend, but imagine it's just going to be a case of getting himself into Q2 and going for it on the softs. Nice and tidy, but not expecting it to be any faster than Adam or Smurf. Maybe good enough for P4. No, not bad luck at all, Casper. And Legend only does enough for P7. The 132.3. Martinez is going to be starting a lap soon. Thor's just finished his lap. He's done a 138 point. Sorry, 131.8, not a 138. Martinez starting his lap now. He's usually someone who's got quite a lot of pace in qualifying, so we'll see what the Ferrari can do. There's a parked up Haas. He needs to be careful he doesn't get disqualified for blocking the pit lane. Looking quite fast here, the Ferrari. I'm just going to check if there's anyone else that's gone on to mediums. Okay, Kabuki has also done his on mediums. And it's a purple sector 1 for Martinez with a 29.4. Good evening, Slicks. A few marbles on the right tyre there. I like that line. I might try and steal that for myself because I absolutely hate that corner. Coming down the main straight now. Not the main straight, sorry. Old main straight, maybe. Well, I don't remember ever being a race starting from there, but it looks like it should be some kind of a start. Is it still going to be purple? It's not purple anymore. It's a 109.0. Slicks did put in an almighty time to begin with. Slicks, I think you're alright to retire, probably. I am good, thank you for asking. I've only just checked the chat. It looks like you're in form tonight as well. And Martinez crosses the line a 131.4, just behind Casper. And if this is your first race, Casper, I'll be honest, I don't think you need to go out again. So we'll stay on board with Casper for this one. Is he going to heed my advice, or is he going to go for it anyway? No, he's going for it anyway. Trying to improve on his lap. More importantly though, Slicks, I'm not ill anymore, like I was when I first started doing it, but I thought I'd keep everyone updated on my health. I know you are quite concerned about it. So Casper is trying to improve from P4, from P5 now, as Gravedigger goes 4th. Things not looking great for Legend. He's probably going to have to come out again. He might be, oh goodness gracious, what's happened to Casper? That's going to have to be a lap abandon, I think. We have, is that RSF1 Jamie? He's on his actual lap. And he is just behind Casper. He's gone a little bit wide there. Casper getting oil out of the way, nicely done. Jamie doesn't have any ERS though, so this is presumably another lap. I don't know if we're going to get any improvements from RSF1 Jamie. Day's the only person who hasn't come out and done a lap yet. Alex has been banned. Well, that wasn't very clever, was it? Not too sure what RSF1 Jamie's line is here, but we're going to roll with it. And is he going to bring it in? No. Why does it look like everyone's going to bring it into the pits? He's done a 133.3, so it's a slight improvement, but not enough. Yeah, Brick Grit is on a cooldown lap. Timmer probably on a cool-down lap as well. Kabuki is on an out lap. He's just trying to warm up his tyres. We'll just... Where's Timmer gone? There's Timmer. I think Timmer is also bringing this one in. He might be going for another lap, but he's trying to get a little bit of slipstream up of the car in front of him. The Aston Martin of Kabuki. I'm a big fan of his helmet. Days Freak last to first. What, come back from England? Is that women's football? There's not really much of a comeback. If it is the women's football, you must be on about something else. So, Timmer is about to finish his lap. He's looking like he's not going to improve at all yet. 8.8 down. I don't know why you didn't bring it into the pits, Timmer. Surely you could have noticed that you weren't going to get an improvement. Thor is on an out lap. Kabuki is on an actual lap. And Kabuki needs to make sure that he gets this right here, because he's sort of wasted some of those mediums, to be honest. I think Legend does a little bit as well. But he's probably going to have to come out again, although he might just be waiting to see if Jamie, Kabuki and Days can improve. I mean, I would expect Kabuki and Days to improve. Which means you are going to have to come out again, because even if Jamie doesn't improve, then you're in trouble. Kabuki was looking a little bit slow there. I thought he was abandoning the lap, but it looks like we're still going for it. He brings it around nicely. As the car flows around the corner like a river. We've also got Timmer on a lap 2. We'll just see. Timmer is 0.3 up on his time. Kabuki is 0.9 up on his time, so Kabuki's going to get a whole second off his time here, probably, which is going to see him down to a 1:31.4, so around the Bradshaw, Carrot, Martinez, Casper sort of mark. Timmer is improving by 0.3, he's about to cross the line. Timmer goes up to P6. We're going to see what Kabuki can get now. He is going to get P10. It's not fantastic from Kabuki, but it should be enough to get him into the next round of qualifying. Still no movement from Days, still no movement from Legend. Thor is who we're going to watch next. It's a very shiny helmet, isn't it? Look at the lights coming off of it. 13% chance of rain in Bahrain. Wow. Isn't that 30? Isn't that like I don't think that's rain. Well, I mean it might be. I don't think that's rain though. I think that's track humidity. I don't know how it works. Something to do with the desert. I'm no zoologist. Bradshaw has retired. It's not a zoologist anyway. It's a geologist, I think. Zoologist is with animals. I didn't actually check if Thor was improving or not, because I was too busy talking about rivers and animals and stuff like that. So Thor is, well, he's definitely improved. He's up to P6. That's a good lap from Thor, and that should be enough to get him into Q2. Still no sign from the McLaren garage. Days is either going to not bother at all, or he's only going to give himself one go. Go on, Days, have a go. Force Legend to come back out. We've got Casper is coming out again on the Mercedes. Again, I don't know if you need to. So the top 5 are all sitting in the pits. Thor is going to be on a cool-down lap. Timmer is invalidating. He's probably going to go for it again. I don't know why everyone's coming out for this, unless zoologist, animals, geologist, environment. That's what, I'm pretty sure that's what I said once I corrected myself. Happy Halloween, Elixir. And it looks like Martinez is going to bring it in, so I was watching him for nothing. Carrot is up on their time by 1.3. That doesn't make any sense, because we haven't got past sector 1 yet, so 0.2 time improvements from Emotive Carrot. So Carrot is looking at getting around a Timmer Thor sort of time if they can keep everything nice and tidy. Bradshaw has decided that his 1:31.4 is going to be enough. I agree. There's some drivers I can't see improving. Days is looking like he's not going to come out. He's just trying to like edge me on. nice and tidy, coming into sector 3, carrying a nice load of speed. It's +5 up on the time. Oh dear, Cara, what happened? Lost 0.7 in that sector. So presumably that will be a lap abandon. Casper is on an outlap. Days Freak is on an outlap. Here we go. Legend is in trouble. No, Legend is on an outlap as well. Let's make sure he's got the right tyres on. He has got soft tyres on, so he's being forced to come out. Jamie is out as well. He it says he was improving on his time by 0.3, but again, we haven't got into the sectors yet. Oh no, Jamie, what happened? So that's going to lose Jamie a lot of time. Yeah, he's lost a whole second already. I think that's going to be you done, Jamie. Brit Grit, you're a little bit in trouble as well, because Days is going to be looking to improve. We'll stay on board with Brit Grit as we're getting towards the end. No, it's not telling us how much the time is improving by, so we're just going to have to hope for Brit Grit. It's not looking terrible. It's probably just about going to be enough as Brit Grit gets a slight improvement. Dark Shadow, I don't think is going to have enough time to improve, so that could be him in trouble. He is playing with fire. Legend now, the man who's P1 in the championship, needs to make sure that he gets himself out of qualifying here. He should do, now that he's on the softs, unless there's an invalidation. That was a little bit deep going in there, but I imagine it's still going to be enough to get himself higher than 16th or 17th. Alves also on an outlap. There's 40 seconds before the end of it. Loads of marks being picked up on his tyres. I didn't actually check what the improvement was, but presumably it is an improvement from Legend. We'll see a little bit better. Jamie has retired, so only one more person to beat. It's going to be between Alves, Dark Shadow, Legend and Freak. Days. Days, it sounds better than calling it Freak. Evening Aaron. Days is starting his lap, so he did manage to start in time. Alves also managed to start his lap in time. There's a Aston, not Aston, sorry, that is a purple. Oh, 0.3 up on the time from Legend. Even though it says purple here, it's only up by 0.3. Legend is sort of struggling here a little bit. I thought he nearly invalidated. He could have been in deep trouble if he invalidated. We should see an improvement from Legend. It should be enough to see him above Alves. And probably enough to get over. Oh, he's bringing it in! He's bringing it in! The championship leader's bringing it in! Does he not know that Days is on a lap? And now it's up to Days. Casper's DNF'd. Casper's out. So is Casper gonna save Legend by DNFing? Wow. There's fireworks going on outside my flat. They're all celebrating. They must be Adam fans. Adam, for some reason, is on a lap. Is he just trying to give Days some toe? Or is he, for some reason, going for another one? We don't have any indication of how Days is doing vis-a-vis his time. It's going to be enough. Or is it? Oh no! Guys, that's a P16! That's P16 for Days! Wow! So Legend is going to get through. So let's see who we're losing. We're losing Casper, Days and RSF1 Jamie. And if... well, Days didn't improve anyway, so Legend was safe, but... wow! That's not like Days to be out so early. So Crazy Casper, Days Freak and RSF1 Jamie out. Legend surviving by the skin of his teeth. Alves as well, might have had his heart in his mouth a little bit. Dark Shadow, Brit Grit and Kabuki also getting through, with Carrot, Bradshaw, Martinez, Timmer, Thor, Gravedigger being everyone else, and the top three, Slicks, Adam and Smurf, as we move on to Q2. I don't have any interesting facts about Bahrain. There's a lot of desert, that's all I can tell you. I said I had loads of interesting facts for France when we did France, and I didn't even tell you any. There wasn't any time to, because it was all the qualifying session. Let's just get all of this back up. We probably don't need the speed, but it's kind of nice to look at, isn't it? So, it was the hottest F1 race ever in Bahrain. Wow! Ever! So, we have Slicks, who's going to be on an out. We have, that will be Mr. Adam Ball, because Days is out. And we've got, is that Bradshaw? Yeah, it's Bradshaw, followed by Smurf, yeah, Smurf, and Martinez in the Ferrari. Everyone else is having some chocolate, I don't know. Fun fact about Bahrain is in the Middle East and is on planet Earth. Are you sure about that? I think we might have to fact check that one. Doesn't sound like believable to me. So we're going to ride on board with Slicks, but we'll do it in cinematic camera view. I'm amazed that we've lost Days so early. Oh, it's an advert. Why is it an advert? Whose idea was that? Okay, you guys are back from your little ad break. I wish I could do something about those. We are about to watch Slicks do his lap, not lag. It's hot in my room. I'm going to take my jacket off. Well, what you can do, Casper, is listen to my fantastic commentary. Enthralling, I'd describe it as. I'm going to play with my Eiffel Tower keyring. Shout out kids doing Halloween. Shout at kids doing Halloween. That's always a good idea. No, I reckon your idea sounds better than mine. Slicks is kind of looking all over the place. I was just looking at the chat there, and I was watching Slicks. Like he was going to invalidate 7 times and lose it. I was going to say he's on an outlap. At least he's not on his outlap. As he brings it through the middle pass of sector 2 on the straight beat. Very descriptive. You guys know exactly what I'm about. If this was a radio show. Told kids I had sweets, then shut the door and didn't open it. Wow, that's mean. How cruel. You're like the Ebenezer Scrooge of Halloween. As we count down the final penultimate straight. Would this be the final straight or the penultimate straight? Because it's, you know, words. And Slicks is about to cross the line. He does a 1:30.1 again. Right, you can probably retire Slicks. No one's getting anywhere near that for at least a while longer yet. Adam is trying. Well, I mean, this would be good news for Legend. Yeah, for Legend. Slicks is doing a madness here for his teammate. And Bradshaw does a 1:30.9. Like, how is Slicks so much faster than everyone else? Adam is about to cross the line. He has done a 1:31.3. That's not great. Martinez does a 1:31.7. Brick is in the pits. Let's have a look. Alves has got up his sleeve as we come through sector 3. Down the final turn. He's probably a little bit too far away to be picking up any slipstream from the Red Bull in front of him. And I think it's it's usually Dark Shadow who's further behind. So Dark Shadow, yes, he does a 1:32.1. Alves does a 1:30.0. I think these two are going to be the two fighting to stay in qualifying. I think when you look at some of the times from Adam, certainly Bradshaw and Slicks, I don't think they're going to be too worried about Alves. Dark Shadow. Thor is about to cross the line. He does a 1:31.9. It's not fantastic by his standards. We're going to ride on board with Timmer now, as he navigates Sector 1. He's hardly got any ERS though, so I'm not too sure how you've managed to get rid of it all, Timmer. Did you forget to turn it off? Let's have a little look at what the chat is saying. It was very funny. How sad or depressed were they? Parents were very mad. Air words, RSF1. I want you to, I want that to be quoted properly. Let's remember the day, 31st of Halloween. 31st of October, not 31st of Halloween, 31st of October 2023, air words. These are days, Jake. I'd be very mad if I didn't get the sweets. I think I'd send my my kids out for Halloween, get them to get a load, and then maybe I'd just like nick a few. I think that could be a good idea. Timmer has got some marbles on his right tyre, but he's managed to wear them off now. He's done a 1:11.008, so close to being James Bond as we come down the turn. Yeah, sort of. This is a turn that he's on right now. Really moved to Wednesday when I don't have uni. It just fries my brain. And Timmer's bringing it in anyway. What's that all about? Just watched it for nothing. Carrot's invalidated, so that's not great. Legend now. Let's see what Legend has got up his sleeve. He needs to put up a good time. Needs to try and go and get his teammates. Smurth and Gravedigger have done 1:30.2s. Okay, boys. Okay. Put that on my LinkedIn as well. Legend doesn't risk coming out on the mediums like I think he has done in Q2. There was someone, I can't remember who it was, a few races ago came out on mediums in Q2 and still did enough to get through. Like, it wasn't even close either. Legend puts up a purple Sector 3, and I'm pretty sure that was a 1:08.5, which is why Timmer abandoned his lap, because he was on a 1:11. Coming to the final corner. It's looking quite quick. It is a 1:31.002. So, not bad. He is behind Bradshaw. Importantly though, he's quite close to Adam. At the moment, Gravedigger is the big winner of this, because he's looking like he's put up a lap that not a lot of people are going to get near. It looks like it might just be slightly out of reach for Adam and Legend, but maybe they're saving themselves for the next qualifying session. Maybe they went out on scuffed tyres as well. That's always something to take into account as Kabuki went across the line. And Kabuki has done a 1:30.7, a very nice time from Kabuki as he splits Gravedigger and Bradshaw. Brickgrit is on his outlap and he's not close to being finished. Let's have a look at Carrot, because Carrot is about to cross the line. Carrot did a 1:08.1. I think we saw that a 1:08 was good enough for 1:31, so we should be maybe looking between Legend and Adam here. And yeah, that's exactly where Carrot has ended up. If anyone wants the lottery numbers for the weekend, slide you my PayPal. Who is next? We've got Legend on a cooldown lap. We've got Martinez on an out lap. Carrot on a cooldown. Kabuki, I think, is also on a cooldown. So we're going to ride on board with the person who's closest to starting a lap, and that is going to be Martinez. And I hope you didn't hear my keyring smash against my headset as Martinez starts his lap. DRS engaged. Battery down. He gets it up to a nice 201 mile an hour before having to slow it all the way back down. Keeps things nice and tidy. Martinez will be looking to improve on his time. He'll need to if he wants to comfortably get into the next session. Dark Shadow and Alves at the moment are going out. They need an improvement. Timmer needs an improvement. 29.2, he's up by 0.3, so at the moment we're looking at a 1:31.6. Hopefully Martinez will be able to improve even further on that. Maybe looking at a 1:31.2. trying to split Legend and Carrot, but it'll all depend how everything happens going into the final 2 sectors. DRS engaged for Martinez. Timmer and Brickgrit are now on their actual laps. Yeah, Thor is on an out lap, so he's about to start his. He'll be getting himself into race mode now at that part of the track. Let's see what sector time Martinez is putting up here. So he is a whole second up on his time. We could be looking at a 1:30.7 here. If we can keep everything tidy, he might be able to split Kabuki and Gravedigger. If I was going to predict anything, I think he's going to fall between Kabuki and Bradshaw, but maybe he will prove me wrong. Let's see. Doesn't look as tidy as it could be out of that final corner. He does a 1:30.5, a very nice time from Martinez, and puts himself in P4. Brickgrit is about to finish his first lap, but he's done on mediums for some reason. Okay, Brickgrit. Brickgrit is going to do a 1:30.0. He's gone faster than Dark Shadow has, and Dark Shadow was on softs. Just imagine what you were doing if you weren't on mediums, Brickgrit. Thor is on his actual lap, because I remember saying he was on a out lap before, so we'll ride on board with Thor, as he needs to put up a solid time to keep himself comfortable, shall we say. We're probably about to see a certain number of drivers coming out. I think Slicks and Smurf and Gravedigger are probably going to be okay to retire. Probably okay for Martinez and Kabuki, as well as, I think that's Timmer, who's just put up a 1:30.9. And Thor is a whole second up on his time as well, so he could be looking at 1:30.92. That might not be enough what Timmer's just done. Bradshaw will be having to keep a keen eye on this one, as will Legend, actually, and Adam down in P10. Championship second place man. As Thor puts on a 1:30.9, it's enough to get himself in front of Bradshaw just about, so Bradshaw will need improvements. Timmer knocked down to P8. Brickgrit is on a cooldown by the looks of it, so I think Brickgrit is going to be heading out. Is that low fuel mode engaged as well? I think it's not accelerating. Brickgrit, you need to get yourself back to the pits, mate. Timmer is cooldown, I think. We're still not seeing anyone leaving the garage, as an Aston Martin does leave the garage, I think. No, it's not. It's Carrot. Carrot wants to save themselves. There's a Red Bull of Dark Shadow in Sector 1. There's still plenty of time for people to come out. There is. Is that Alves coming out? Yeah, Alves is coming out. Bradshaw has retired. So Bradshaw has just egoed everyone below him, saying, "You're not going to do any better than my time." Timmer's not in low fuel mode, but I don't think Timmer's going to have enough time, so I think Timmer could be in trouble. Legend could be in trouble. Slicks has retired. I think that's a safe call, really. I think that's Adam coming out again. Yeah, Adam is at the moment out. He needs improvement. Is Adam going to have enough time to get around the track? Yeah, he should do. Alves, or is that Brickgrit? No, Brickgrit's gone for another lap. Okay. I'm not too sure what the plan is for Brickgrit, to be honest. Martinez has retired. I think you're safe with that one. So we're going to be keeping a keen eye. What's Timmer doing? Is he going for a cooldown? No, I think Timmer's going for his actual lap now. We're going to see what kind of improvements Timmer can get as the Aston Martin of Carrot. I think that's Carrot. Could be Kabuki, actually. No, it was Kabuki. And Adam gets out of the way. Timmer is 0.3 up on his time. What's 0.299? But we're going to say 0.3 to make things easy. At the moment, Timmer could be looking at 1:30.6. But we needed to get an improvement, and we really wanting to get even the slightest of improvement could be enough. If he can improve by 0.03 of a second, he gets himself up to P6. I don't think that, I know Thor is bringing it in, so Thor is also sort of playing a risky game here. If Kabuki doesn't think it's safe, we've had a lot of retirement, so Legend doesn't think anyone's going to improve. That's a big call. He did that in Q1, where he just bought it in anyway. Oh, I didn't check what Timmer's thing. I was looking at the chat. Oh, I'm gutted. We're going to be completely in the dark. There's only 30 seconds before the end of the session. Adam and Kabuki are going to be keeping it right to the end. Can Timmer get an improvement? I think it is. Yes, it's a slight improvement. So that has knocked Legend, Bradshaw and Thor all down. Cara, is this an actual lap? Yeah, this is an actual lap from Cara, but I thought I saw a plus. If Cara does not improve, we're going to be riding on board with Adam. If Cara isn't improving going into Sector 3, we'll just have to keep an eye on the times. Cara is looking at a +3. I don't think Cara's going to bring that down, so Cara is at the moment in big trouble. Alves is on a lap, and Alves is +0.2 on his time. Brickgrit's just still going. Dark Shadow gets it in P10. That's knocked Cara out. Cara is currently out. Yeah, Cara crosses the line. There we go. No improvement from Cara. It's now between Adam, Alves and Brickgrit. I don't think Brickgrit's going to be getting any improvements either. Alves isn't going to be getting any improvements as well. Let's just make sure. Yeah, no, Alves is not improving. Alves out, Brickgrit out, Cara out. It's between Dark Shadow and Adam. Are we going to be seeing an improvement as he enters Sector 3? It is. It's a 0.7 improvement. All you've got to do is a 0.2 improvement, so this is going to be a big time improvement, and it's going to mean that Legend just about gets through by the skin of his teeth. The championship leader. Adam crosses the line with a 1:30.2. That's a great time. People are starting to get a little bit close to Slicks now, but it sort of feels like Slicks has just been doing one go and then like just bringing it in now. So things are looking good. As we go into Q3, it's looking like it's going to be quite tight between the top 5. And then Martinez, Timothy, Bradshaw and Legend are looking a little bit off the pace. Bradshaw is someone else who's been quite quick, I've noticed since I've been doing my commentary, but the driver standings don't quite reflect that. Just have a little look at where Bradshaw is. Bradshaw's down in P6 in the Alfa Romeo, so he's not quite in the championship fight. For me, the championship fight, for those who can't see it, is Legend on 163 points, Adam on 153, Gravedigger on 146, and then P4 is Kabuki on 116. So I think it is between Legend, Adam and Gravedigger, and one of them can have a great big statement at the moment. For the moment, it's looking like it's going to be Gravedigger or Adam, and Legend is just sort of about hanging on. So, as we enter Q3, we say goodbye to Brickgrit, Alves, Carrot and Dark Shadow. Both Alpines out. Alpine haven't had a great season, and Aston Martin has gone out, and the other... Oh no, one of the Red Bulls got P2, my mistake. Look at the time, identical actually from Smurf and Kabuki. I just missed that. Look how close things are between Adam and Gravedigger as well. And between Thor and Bradshaw. Those are the fine margins of Formula 1. So let's enable everything else. Tyres, yeah, we don't need to know what tyres everyone's on. Legend for pole or 4th. Well, that's a bold call considering he's only just about managed to get through each qualifying session by 1 place, Penrose, but maybe he's just trying to lure everyone into a full sense of security as Slicks, of course, Slicks is the person to come out first on the track. He does one, he just does one, and then that's it. Kabuki second, Tim a third. Well, that, I want to have some of what you're smoking. My prediction is Slicks P1. We're going to keep it in cinematic cam. I'm going Slicks P1. Adam P. Smurf P2, Adam P3. We're going to be having handbags in the chat at the moment. There's 2 people disagreeing. I'm a little bit worried to pronounce his name. Slicks is invalidated on his outlap, so not really going to matter. Oh dear. Everyone is out on track apart from Smurf and Adam. I didn't even know you could have stories on Twitch now. Since when is that a thing? The things you know, eh? Things you know. Right. Be a big battle for highest penalty score between Smurf and Days. Well, with some of the racing that I saw from Days in previous, I think it was in Mexico. Safe to say I wasn't impressed. Yes, my predictions were for qualifying, incidentally, not for the race. Slicks is going to smash it into the barrier at some point. He's got all the pace in the world. So it's going to be Slicks, followed by Kabuki, followed by... Oh, Legend has come out as well. It's unusual for him to come out so early. And both the Hasses are starting their outlaps now, which means it's just Smurf and Adam still on an outlap. Smurf's in Sector 1, Adam is in Sector 3. We're going to start with Slicks and see if he can improve on his 1:30.1 time, which no one has managed to beat so far. He's done a 1:08.1, so it's not as fast as usual from Slicks, but he has got plenty more goes. Time for another one, definitely enough time for another one after this one, as Slicks crosses the line with a 1:30.3, so not fantastic. Kabuki is a 1:08.4, which is slower. We've got the Alfa Romeo with Bradshaw on a 1:08.9, which is slower. Legend, I didn't see, oh, he's invalidated anyway. Next is Martinez. He is for some reason on mediums, 1:09.8 from Martinez. Thor, 1:08.4, so still nobody improving in those sectors. Oh dear. And that is a 1:08 dead from Gravedigger. He's got the fastest Sector 2 so far. Timmer, 1:08.6, so at the moment it's Gravedigger looking like the favourite to Smurf on an outlap. Gravedigger looking like the favourite for P1 at the moment. Kabuki 1:30.6, Bradshaw 1:31.4. Thor's just crossed the line at 1:30.8, Martinez at 1:32.1. Gravedigger does a 1:30.2, but it's still not fast enough. Well, it's not faster than what Slicks did before, 1:30 dead from Timmer. Legend, I think we said invalidated, didn't we? Maybe it was an outlap, as he does a 1:29. So we're going to downboard with Legend. It's really important for him to finish high, and will keep you all in suspense as the AlphaTauri driver tries to get himself on pole. He's got plenty of ERS, so that'll be fine. He's gone a little bit wide there, he doesn't invalidate. I think that's going to lose him a lot of time though, particularly as this is quite a long straight. Legend will want another go at this at some point. As Bradshaw, he's on a cool down lap, so we're just going to see what Legend manages to do here. A 1:10.3, it's not very good at all from Legend. He's going to be looking at 1:31, I think. Maybe in a 1:32. Might be worth bringing this car in. Yeah, no, he's stopped, he's recharged his battery. Yeah, he's bringing it in. So let's see what Smurf has got coming into this sector. It was 1:08.0 was the time to beat. He's done a 1:08.0 as well. This is looking good to go and challenge Gravedigger and Adam. Still no one has managed to, including Slicks, still no one has managed to get Slicks' Q1 and Q2 times. Smurf corner. Does a 1:30.2, so it's enough for P1, still not enough to beat Slicks' overall best time in the session. Looks like all of the drivers are going to be coming in now. I wonder if anyone is going to be going for a go just yet. It looks like it's going to be everyone's just going to sit in the pits and give it a few more minutes. So we'll ride on board with Smurf and we can admire that Red Bull until we wait for someone to come out. Warming up his tyres? Interesting choice. I think he's just trying to amuse himself. Number 39. There is movement in the pit lane, but I actually think that car's being put back in the garage, so we're going to take that with a little pinch of salt. We're going to keep an eye on that map, as Smurf has invalidated on a lap that doesn't particularly matter all that much, though. Legend getting the excuses out already, and he is on his out lap now. Legend the only person on an out lap, so everyone else is going to wait a little bit longer. I think I'd be waiting until around the 3-minute mark to bring my car out. Maybe even a little bit after that. There is a Ferrari on the go. Is it Thor or is it Martinez? I reckon it's Martinez. Yes, it is. God, I'm on it today with the guesses, aren't I? Well, at Legend's current pace, Martinez is going to be starting his lap before. He's keeping it nice and slow. He doesn't want to have a lot of wear in those tyres, but that means he's not going to have a lot of heat in the tyres either. We're going to ride on board with him now that we've finished admiring him. He's got a little bit of a German flag on the back of his helmet there, it looks like. So here we go. First man to be setting their time. Legend comes around the final corner. Probably not as well as he could have taken it. That might cost him. Gets this car up to a nice 202 mile an hour, and one of the Ferraris actually out of the way. I think it's Thor getting it well out of the way. We shall keep an eye on the improvements that we get from Legend. It's probably going to be a little bit difficult for me to keep an eye on the improvements for everyone as we go into the next part. When everyone's still going around, Legend does a 29.2. That's a purple sector 1. Martinez has just started his lap as well. I think we'll keep an eye more on what the times are looking like in sector 2, because I think that's a greater indication of how well we're doing things. Although sector 1 being moved, well, I think it's been moved, maybe it's always been in the same place. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Oh dear, I hope you've overfueled. Get that pack charging. That is a big mistake from Legend. So we shall ride on board with Martinez, who is currently up on his time by 0.003 of a second. That's not going to be enough. Was doing that. Martinez looked very fast in Q2. I'm not too sure what's happened to him. This is probably going to be his last chance. He's not going to have enough time after this, or he's not going to have enough battery. He's not looking the fastest. I think the pressure's somewhat getting to him. Timmer has started his lap, so Timmer's going to be next up. Martinez is doing a 108.9. It's a 1 second improvement for him, but it's nowhere near enough to go and challenge Smurf, Gravedigger and Adam. So if anyone had Martinez in their predictions, which I don't think they did, you were right to. And everyone is now starting their lap. I think that's Adam on an out lap, so we're now going to go on board with, I think it's Gravedigger, as we have a 131 from Martinez. It's not Gravedigger that I want to go on board with, it's Timmer. Timmer is in sector 1, nearly 1 up on his time, but not quite. We're going to see how he gets on. It's going to cost him a little bit of time. How much time though? Things nice and quick though going through there. That looked quite good. He's done a 108.1. This could be a very competitive time from Timmy. He could be looking at 130.2 here. Maybe even a little bit better if he's lucky. So Timmer is going to cross the line. We're just going to have to keep an eye on that as Thor does a 107.9, so he's going to go even faster than Timmer. Timmer does a 130.4. Not as good as I thought it was going to be. Thor should be improving on that one. There's Timmer's teammate, Gravedigger. That's going to be an important one for us at 107.8. That's even faster than Thor. He's going for an even bigger improvement. We've got Bradshaw coming up next. He is a 107.9, so he is slightly slower than Gravedigger. Is that Legend? No, it's not. It's Slicks. Slicks does a 107.5. Slicks is currently the fastest. Kabuki 107.5 as well. This could be between Slicks and Kabuki. Martinez, he is on a cooldown. There's the Red Bull of Smurf. He is a 107.9. So this is going to be between Bradshaw does a 129.9. That's a great time. Kabuki is the next person to be looking at. What is he going to get? It's a 129.7. Slicks does a 129.4. Smurf, what's he got? As he's the next across the line. A 129.9. Martinez is bringing it in. Thor's hit the checkered flag. It's now up to Timmer and Adam. Adam did a 107.5. This could be a very quick time as well from Adam. It's a 129.6. It's enough for the front row, but not enough for P1. And that, it's going to be good news in a sense. I think, yeah, Timmer's going to be bringing it in now, so this is going to be all she wrote for Q3. So I'm going to take a picture of this so I can talk about it in the race build-up. Oh, that's my face. We don't want to be talking about that. There we go, the picture is taken. So we can talk about that in the race build-up instead of me just telling you random things, because my memory's not fantastic for who's where. Slicks to Div 3/4. Elixir does a 128.9. Well, to be fair, Elixir, this is Division 5. So, I think we need to wait for Timmer. There we go. I need to sneeze, that's not ideal. Oh, it's just one of those that's sort of there. Did Days get a new name? We still call Days Freak. I did quite like it when someone called him Dazed and Confused in Mexico. So, the end of Q3, which is very entertaining. We see both Ferraris at the back in P10 and P9. I'm a little bit disappointed by that, to be honest. Timmer in the Haas gets P8. Legend, the championship leader, in P7. Bradshaw, P6. Smurf, P5. Gravedigger, P4. He's P3 in the championship. Kabuki is P4 in the championship. He's P3, but he's quite far off everyone else. Adam is P2. And Slicks is all the way down in P11, I think. But, importantly, the teammate of the championship leader, aka Legend. So, Slicks will be hoping to hold his own against Adam. And now we can talk about qualifying. Maybe I should have taken a picture of everything so we can talk about that. Never mind, we're just going to talk about the front drivers, because we are getting towards the end of the season. And I think it's quite important, really. It's a good job I've actually started doing my homework, because if not, it could have been the last race of the season. I just turn up just like, oh, someone's won the race, without realising they've won someone else has won the championship. And it also gives me questions to ask drivers on the podium. Now I just need the top 3 to be the drivers that finish on the podium, so I've got even more questions to ask at the end of the race. So it's a good job it's a night race, isn't it? It'd be well otherwise. Red Bull mechanics look quite calm as they look to get Smurf and... oh, I've forgotten his name. Is it Crazy something? I'm not quite sure. Anyway. So to remind you of our top 10 going into this race, we have Slicks in the AlphaTauri, Adam Moore in the McLaren, Kabuki Gravedigger, Smurf, Bradshaw, Legend, Timmer, Thor, Martinez. And I think the big relevance of this is struggles from Gravedigger sees him P4. He's half a second off of Slicks, who does a 129.4. Adam in P2, but we know that Slicks struggles to finish races, but it just depends how much Slicks can hold Adam up. Is Slicks going to be involved in an instant at the start of the race, or is this the race that Slicks actually manages to finish and go and win? Legend has struggled, and slowly but surely Adam just keeps eating away at his championship lead. I think I remember when I first started doing commentary like this, I think I was a co-commentator who told me that Legend was just running away with it. But the gap is only, let me just double check this. The gap is only 10 points at the moment, and Gravedigger is only 17 behind him. So if things don't go well for Legend at the moment, things aren't going to be looking great. If Adam wins this and Legend doesn't score points, or if Legend finishes P8 or lower, Adam will take the lead in the championship as long as there aren't any penalties that happen afterwards. We have a prediction, won't finish in the points. Presumably that's... oh no, that's Adam. Adam won't finish in the points. That is a bold prediction from our race winner last week. Well, no, sorry, a bold prediction on the race winner from last week, from Penrose. So championship is wide open, Casper. It's a 3-horse race, in my opinion. I think Kabuki, being 40 odd points behind, is a little bit too far away. He's 47 points behind, which means he needs to win really 3 races and everyone else not score points, which is RSF1. It is possible, but unlikely. Kabuki is someone else who was sort of gotten a little bit unlucky as well in races that I've commentated on. So, if anyone has any predictions for race winners, I am actually going to go with Adam to win it. I think Adam is going to get past Slicks. I'm going to go Gravedigger P2 to really put the pressure on. And Kabuki does usually come good in races, so I'm going to go Kabuki P3, and I feel like that's too many drivers at the top being predicted for the top 3 finishes, so this is probably going to go horribly wrong for me. Slicks 10,000 to 1 to finish the race. I won on my debut in Baku F5. Congratulations. Is Casper going to score points on his debut? Well, you're down in P15 at the moment. If you can keep things clean, there's always a chance. As Michael Schumacher said, first you got to finish. If you keep things clean, don't get penalties, anything can happen. You don't even have to have that amount of pace, really. And now we are just waiting for the drivers to finish up their strategies. I think a soft medium might be viable on this track, but I'm not sure. I haven't really done it. I tend to favour a medium hard anyway. I think it just allows, starting on the mediums allows you plenty of flexibility. I think when you start on the hards, you're sort of forcing yourself to stay out if you get early safety cars. And things can go badly and you sort of punch yourself into a corner. So, let's have a look at what everyone's going to be rolling in terms of tyres. So, tyres. Everyone has gone for either a medium or a hard tyre. So, we're going to start for the people we're most concerned about, which is our top 3 in drivers. We have Adam, he's on mediums. Gravedigger's on mediums and Legend is on hard. So Legend is going to be looking to get his long stint out of the way first, which could be a risk because we could have a safety car. We have Slicks, who's also on the mediums, so our top 5 are all on mediums. Bradshaw and Legend are on hards. Timmer is on mediums. Thor is on hards. Martinez on mediums, so the 2 Ferraris on different strategies. I wonder if if Thor was going to let Martinez go. Dark Shadow is on the mediums. That's the other Red Bull I was thinking about. Emotive Carrot is on hards on the Aston Martin. Alves and Brick both starting on hards in the Alpines. Casper making his debut in the Merc is on mediums. Days is on mediums, and RSF1 Jamie on hards. I think this will be probably the most important thing for us to look at the moment. We'll look at position changes actually from the start, so we can see when the inevitable chaos happens in going into turn 1. Just who the big winners are. We usually get Days Freak making good progress off of turn 1 carnage. Slicks and Adam will be hoping to get away from it. They usually do, but looking at the times from qualifying, it does look like it's going to be a sort of Slicks, Adam, Kabuki show. Gravedigger, I think, was just a little bit too far behind on Slicks, but Penrose reckons Casper's finishing P15. As the cars line up for the start of the race. I'm going to hope that we get a good camera angle. It'd be sort of nice if I was, you know, like in a helicopter and I could choose the camera angles that we see. I'll try not to miss anything because I had someone shouting at me last time. One of the Aston Martins is taking the scenic route. I think that's Kabuki taking the scenic route to his starting block. Jamie has been disqualified for not parking properly, so here we go. 5 red lights. And they're out. Let's see how everything goes. Adam looks like he's got a fairly decent start. Slicks is probably going to hold on to that going into turn 1. Dark Shadow's managed to get up a couple of positions. And it looks like things are staying relatively clean now. It's a little bit slow towards the middle of the pack. Crazy Casper's up 5 positions. Dark Shadow up 5 positions. Legends tumbling down the order. The championship leader, there was a M plate has just come off a Mercedes. We've got Crazy Casper who had such a good start. He is, and Timmer is Timmer out? No, Timmer's just had a load of damage. Casper's had damage. I think Alves is okay. And oh, I need to put this on. That's why I was struggling to find out what was going on. Adam is trying to get past Slicks already. We'll stay on board with this one as they fight for the lead, and there's a little bit of a gap between Thor and Martinez. Days has managed to get up 8 positions, like I said before. He does manage to have a knack of doing well off the start. And it looks like Days is trying to get past Legend already, who is struggling. I thought I saw a little bit of damage, and I think we're okay. Carrot is trying to get past Bradshaw. Days is all over the back of Legend, who looks really uncomfortable here. Adam will be hoping that his teammate can get past him, and Adam will be hoping that he can get past Legend's teammate. Probably not going to see an overtake here from either of them just yet. Slicks puts up the fastest lap, as to be expected. We're going to just go to none for now. And Carrot is going to get past Bradshaw. Can Carrot hold on to it going into turn 1? Oh, whoops. And it looks like Bradshaw is going to hold on to the place. That could be a warning for Carrot from the FIA. And we've got Smurf past Gravedigger. Gravedigger's sort of losing in pace. Can't really tell what's happening with Days and Martinez. And Carrot and Bradshaw looks like it's going to be the fight to look at for now. And Brickgrit's not too far behind as we had RSF1 Jamie go for a move up the inside of Brickgrit. Oh, he's all over the place. Is Brickgrit okay? It looks like Brickgrit's okay for now. He's managed to get Jamie out of the way. He's going to have a better line, I think, coming out to here. So that's a good move from Brickgrit. As he gets that done, Gravedigger is actually losing time. I thought he was going to try and make a move on Smurf, but he's losing time. So Brickgrit is past Jamie. I'd be a little bit worried if I was Brick Grit really, because Jamie has a little bit of a knack of being erratic. Adam trying to get past Slicks. Is he DRS here? No, I don't think he does have DRS, but we'll have DRS for next. Casper is telling him he's been brake checked, if you can get that. Some later, how that works. Days is trying to get past Legend. I think I've come off at the wrong time as Adam gets past Slicks for the lead. I'm really sorry, but it looks like Slicks holds on to it. Days doesn't go for the move, but Legend is starting behind Shadow. Days unable to make that happen just yet. We're going to have a look and see if Adam can go up the inside of Slicks. Slicks is doing a really good job of keeping Adam at bay here for his teammate. Kabuki is quite far behind Legend, trying to get past Shadow. It looks like Adam is sort of struggling in the more technical turny parts of the track. Days can't quite get past Legend. Legend can't quite get past Shadow. Shadow isn't going to have DRS next time he goes down the main straight as Shadow gets himself up to P6. That's brilliant from him. Not looking fantastic there from aka Legend. He's actually now completely out of Dark Shadow's DRS. And it looks like Days might be able to go and get him, but Dark Shadow has made a little mistake. He's gone a little bit wide going to the next corner. We're going to have a look at Adam, see if Adam can make the move before P1 happen this time. So it's between Days and Adam. We're just going to stay on board with P1 for now. And Carrot is trying to get past Bradshaw as well. I think Adam's going to have a better run here, and he's also going to get the DRS. Adam looking like he's going to make it stick. Oh, Adam is definitely going to make that stick. And I don't think Slicks has got any chance to come back at him here. Days is going to try and go up the inside of Legend, but Legend is defending. Days has used up all of his DRS already. There's contact from Days as he pushes Legend a little bit, and it actually pushes Legend past Dark Shadow, and Days now picked up a 3-second time penalty for making up his own track. So he's actually not done his teammate any favours whatsoever there. Smurf is all over the back of Kabuki. Dark Shadow trying to get back past Legend. He's got the faster tyre to do it. Thor is past his teammate Martinez. Thor was on the faster tyre. No, he's not. No, he's not. He is taking the place back. So Dark Shadow trying to get past Legend. Legend holding on for P6, and that is going to be another bad one from Legend. He's not going to have enough traction, and now he's going to be back having to worry about Days. Trying to get Dark Shadow back up the inside, but Legend is really struggling here. Slicks is going for a move to try and get P1 back. This is a real battle between AlphaTauri and McLaren going on at different parts of the track. Brick Grit is close to Bradshaw, but Bradshaw uncharacteristically struggling in this one. Martinez and Thor are quite close together. Days and Legend, this is definitely the one to look at though, I think. Slicks probably going to make the move happen, but things are looking quite close on the telemetry, so let's see if he can get the move to work up the outside. He's going to have the inside line, yes, so Slicks back in the lead of the race. Days is past Legend with 5% of his ERS, so Legend's going to be seeing that flashing light of Days. Days are going to be trying to get Dark Shadow now to try and get a little bit of distance between them. Legend struggling a little bit in these early stages of the race. Slicks and Adam have had another exchange, and Adam is now back in the lead of the race. And there's contact, there's contact, there's contact. Oh dear, that's a big one from Slicks. Smurf takes the lead of the race. Adam all the way down in P5. Oh no, he's probably going to get a penalty for cutting the track like that as well. He's now behind his championship rival, and it's not his fault. He's gone from P1 down to P11. That's an awful move from Slicks. Now Slicks trying to get up the outside of Smurf, and Slicks picks up a 3-second time penalty for his trouble. Oh, things look tight there as Kabuki as well. Oh, there's contact again. The Red Bull comes back onto the track. They're tight. Where's Kabuki going to go? Kabuki's going to try and get past, and Gravedigger's got front row seats for it. So we're going to use him as a camera car. And it looks like, yeah, Slicks is in the lead, and he's gone quite wide. Gravedigger's going to try and make the most of all of this to maybe get himself up to P2 if he can. Kabuki is about to get eaten alive by these cars who all have DRS, and I thought the Red Bull of Smurf was about to smash into the back of Gravedigger. Oh, Gravedigger's broke very early there. Kabuki can thank his lucky stars, and Slicks might be able to work on a bit of a lead as Legend and Days continue to fight. Adam is all the way down in P13 now. He's managed to get himself up to P12, now P11 as he get them. Let's have a look at what Adam is able to do here as he fights with Brick Grit, Bradshaw. The championship challenger is not having as good a race as he would have hoped. And it's thanks to this man here, Slicks, and he is down to P3 now as Kabuki looks to increase a lead, but I don't think he's going to be able to really get anything to happen. This is going to be really helpful for Gravedigger, as he's only, what was it, 27 points off the top. Things, or was he 20? And I just have a look, shall we? Hopefully I don't miss anything. Nobody do anything. 17 points off. It's 10 and 17 is the point difference. Thor is close to Martinez. Is he going to make anything stick here? It doesn't look like it. Kara is also quite close. And we're going to look at the battle for the lead between Gravedigger and Kabuki. I think Gravedigger should be able to get this to work. Thor is past Martinez, and we might see a double overtake from Martinez and Kara on Thor, who's not going to have DRS. Kabuki goes defensive, Gravedigger goes up the inside. That's a great move from Gravedigger, and Smurf also manages to pick up DRS. He manages to hold on to the inside line, and now Kabuki's going to come back at him with DRS. Alves, and oh, something's happened to Slicks. Slicks has pitted. Okay, Slicks has pitted. Gravedigger goes a little bit wide. Days is up to P4 now. He's had a good race so far, Days. He doesn't have an ERS, but he's got plenty of positions gained. Thor and Martinez very tight too. As Carrot is stuck looking at both of the Ferraris. That's a brilliant move if Carrot can make it work. Doesn't quite have the confidence. It looked like there was a little bit of contact there. Carrot trying to get past Martinez. Oh, this is going to be tight going into the next corner as Bradshaw is watching this with glee. There's a little bit of contact there between the two cars. I think Carrot might be able to make this one stick. They've both got DRS, luckily. Adam is just behind them as well. He needs to keep his head, stay concentrated. Martinez will be looking to try and get back on Carrot here. Carrot doesn't have a lot of ERS. Save your ERS for the next turn. Martinez, make the overtake happen. Doesn't look like he's navigated that fantastically though. Carrot is going to get some DRS. They're both flashing red lights. Bradshaw is just going to be seeing a little disco in front of him. And Carrot brakes quite well there. It's good driving from the pair of them. Martinez actually decided to just go and sit behind Carrot. And we've got Days is very close to Dark Shadow, and we've got Legend who's very close to Days. Things looking quite close. Gravedigger, Smurf and Kabuki all quite close together as well. Adam trying to get something maybe to happen on Bradshaw as he catches up this little train of Thor, Carrot, Martinez and Bradshaw trying to go up the inside. It's like Carrot and Martinez are going to keep fighting. Adam needs to try and stay out of trouble here. Brick Grit is also going to be thinking about trying to make a move. There's a little bit of contact there between Adam and Bradshaw, but it shouldn't be too damaging for him. And they're all going to have DRS. Bradshaw going to try and go up the outside of Martinez, but I don't think this is going to be able to happen here. It looks like there might have been a tiny little bit of contact. I think we could be okay. And Adam has just gone up the inside like it was nothing. He's gone up there very sneakily as he looks to go and get Martinez. Now Martinez very early on the brakes. Adam trying to make the overtake happen. He should be able to make it happen on the straight. He'll I don't know if he would have noticed the flashing red lights of Carrot and Martinez on the previous lap, but he's definitely seen Carrot's, I think. Martinez has activated the overtake button to keep him at bay, as Legend has gone past Days Freak, and there's contact between the two. He's sort of forced Days off. Adam past Martinez. We're going to stoneball with Days, see if he can get anything to happen to try and get past Legend. I think Legend might be able to hold on to it. Days down to P6. And Legend up into P5. Gravedigger P2. He's got Smurf all over the back of him, but not too much. And Days is getting close to the back of Legend, but he's going to be okay. He's got a lot more ERS. And Martinez and Bradshaw having a little bit of a fight, and it looks like Brick Grit's going to try and go up the inside, and Alves is also looking like trying to make something happen. Bradshaw is gotten past Martinez as he gets into the points. Adam will be chasing down Carrot to try and get himself back up. Look at the ground that he's closed. Just go ever so quick, to be fair to him, Adam. Brick Grit and Martinez. As Martinez goes wide, Brick Grit should be able to get up the inside. It looks like Martinez has sort of rejoined a little bit dangerously on Brick Grit, but Brick Grit was managed to stay alert to it, and he manages to hold on as well, going into the corner. Let's see if Days can get past Legend. You'd expect him to. I don't think Legend is really going to be using much of his ERS to defend now either. Days will just be trying to get the overtake without using his ERS. Doesn't really look like Legend is using his either. Brick Grit and Alves are both past Martinez. Oh, Martinez is pitting, as is Timmer, that's why. Alves and Brick Grit deciding not to fight each other. RSF1 Jamie has picked up a time penalty. Carrot is going to go for a move on Thor here. Going to have a lot more traction. And are we going to see Carrot keep it? Yes, we are. And a little bit of contact with Thor, but I think that's perfectly fair, which is going to help Adam. So he looks to try and get back into P7 at least, so he can chase down his teammate. As Days will be looking to hassle and harass aka Legend after Slicks smashes into the back of Adam. At the moment it's advantage Gravedigger, as I didn't even see he's taken the lead of the race. It's just such captivating stuff going on as Thor and Carrot exchange places, and we'll watch on board from Adam's perspective as he sees both the red lights flashing. Is he going to try and think about going for a move? I think he's going to be able to make it happen here, you know. And Thor, no, he's been hit again. Thor, probably too busy thinking about Carrot, wasn't thinking about Adam. Adam is up to P7. He's going to be chasing down his teammate, but he's not going to have ERS going into this straight. So is Carrot going to go for it? Oh, I think Carrot might be able to make something happen here. Carrot goes up to the inside. I think Adam might have used some of his ERS to keep Carrot behind. He's going to have another go at defending. Timmer is past Crazy Casper for P15. Days is getting closer and closer. I think Adam's probably now going to sort of leave Carrot and Thor behind. And now Adam's got 5 seconds before he can get to his teammate and his championship rival. I wonder if we're going to see Days let Adam go. Smurf and Kabuki front of the grid. Gravedigger hasn't been able to. None of these drivers actually ever managed to get away from the other one. The DRS has really helped both drivers, although it looks like Smurf is currently in the red on his fuel, so he's going to have to be careful. There's not been any safety cars, which might have been what Smurf was gambling on, so this could all go horribly wrong for Smurf at some point. Brick Grit and Bradshaw, they look quite close together. I wonder if Bradshaw can get close enough to get ERS from Thor. I think he's going to be able to. And Kabuki has passed Gravedigger. And they've both hardly got any ERS. They've all got hardly any ERS, and Smurf has hardly got any fuel. And Daze isn't going to be able to make anything happen here as Crazy Casper picks up a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. And Smurf is getting closer and closer to Gravedigger. Kabuki is saying this championship is not over yet, and Martinez and Casper having a little bit of a fight, a little bit of a contact there between Martinez and Casper. I think it was the back tyre of Martinez hit Casper's front. Grit looking at Bradshaw, but I don't think he's going to make anything happen here. Daze, Carrot picks up a 3-second time penalty. Daze is sort of in the same distance of Legend without actually being able to make an overtake, which isn't helping his teammate because, well, he's stuck behind him. Gravedigger, Kabuki and Smurf. Gravedigger needs these points at the moment. If everything finishes like this, it's only going to be an 8-point swing in favour of Gravedigger, so Legend will be ahead by 9. Will he overtake Adam? I don't think he does. So let's have a look at some tyres. Oh wow, as we say that, Gravedigger is bringing it in. He's going for an undercut on them, but he's gone so slowly into the pit lane, I don't think it's going to have any effect. I don't think it's going to help. You can tell everyone who's pitted, apart from Jamie. And Daze has also come into the pits, which might have upset Adam's strategy a little bit. Daze is trying to get past Legend with the undercut. He should be able to, because it'll be on a better tyre. Grit up to P8, but a lot of this is happening because of pits. So Daze is going to come out P13. Gravedigger came out P12. He's going to have plenty of fresh air until he reaches Alves and Slicks. And Bradshaw actually getting past Grit. I was looking at the times without actually reacting to it. Crazy Casper picks up a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. And Slicks is all over the back of Bradshaw right now. Slicks, who started P1, ended up down in P9. Incident between him and Adam, currently running P5. And we have a ad break. It's an ad break that's going to be on for a minute as well, so that's not ideal for everyone watching. But Slicks has now managed to get past Bradshaw, and he's well past Bradshaw. And Smurf and Kabuki having a little fight as Smurf comes in. As Kabuki comes into the pits. Smurf is going to keep it out for a little bit longer. So is Kabuki? Where's Kabuki going to come out? We've got the Alpines fighting each other. I think he's going to come out. It's important really to see where Gravedigger comes out, because Gravedigger lost so much time just going into the pits. Kabuki is going to come out behind his teammate. I think Kabuki is going to be okay to come out in front of Gravedigger. Yes, he is. Gravedigger's just coming now, but the undercut didn't work for Gravedigger, but that's because he went so slowly. I think Kabuki's undercut, it might work if he can get past Bradshaw. Things could be looking okay for Smurf at the moment. Oh, he's losing a lot of time here. Kabuki is choosing to be careful. Bradshaw choosing to be defensive, which is going to be losing Kabuki so much time. Bradshaw's doing Smurf a favour. This is the only place really where there's a lot of fighting going on. Smurf will probably need to bring it into the pits this lap, and he will be looking to get 15 laps out of his hards, which means that we probably will end up seeing the some of the hard tyre cars coming in relatively soon, maybe around lap 15, lap 14, lap 15 we might start seeing some people looking for an undercut. Kabuki is still stuck behind Bradshaw. He's going to be losing so much time here as Smurf comes into the pits. But we'll keep an eye on Kabuki and we'll keep an eye on Smurf. Dark Shadow picks up a 3-second time penalty. That's not going to be fantastic for him. Gravedigger, oh, a little bit of a hit with Gravedigger and Bradshaw, but Gravedigger's going to be stuck behind Bradshaw. He probably gets past him here though. Good job, Bradshaw doesn't want to pit, isn't it? Smurf, is he going to come out behind who he doesn't want to come out behind. Smurf, he keeps in front of Kabuki. So Kabuki, who lost so much time. Now Smurf has got a 1 lap fresher tyre. And he's come out in front of him. And now it's just, so Legend, the championship leader, is now currently leading the race, but he still has got to pit. Thor likewise has to pit. Slicks might have to pit again, he's sort of all over the track at the moment. Smurf is going to be chasing down Slicks. Slicks has got a lot of pace, but and Martinez, I think, has just retired in the pits. Casper has gone for the fastest lap and got on it with a 1:32.9. Is Slicks going to be trying to make a move past Thor? Martinez probably get a 9. Alves trying to get past Bradshaw. Bradshaw, Alves and Brick Grit all in the same race. Slicks is really close to the back of Thor now. And Smurf is really close as well. We'll run on board with Smurf to see if Slicks can make the move happen. Oh, he's pulled out of it last minute, which means that Smurf has gone up the middle, but he's taken damage. The Ferrari broke really early. They both broke really early, actually. And now Smurf is in deep trouble. Kabuki would have noticed that. Oh, Kabuki's broken a little bit too late. He's going to lose time and places. He's lost a place to Gravedigger. So, at the moment, it's advantage Gravedigger. Everything was looking so good for Smurf. But now he's lost that time. He's either going to have to pit. Oh, and Slicks has been taken out by Smurf. And Kabuki and Gravedigger. Oh yeah, Smurf is really going to be struggling now on this part of the track, and it looks like, oh, a little bit of contact between them. Gravedigger, just do it on a straight, just get past him on a straight. He's got damage, just get past him on the straight. He's going to be all over the place. Legend has pitted for fresh mediums now. Days gets a 3-second time penalty. Kabuki nicely up the inside of Smurf. I wonder if Smurf is, well, Smurf is he going to pit? He's all over the track at the moment. He might have to pit. He might just try and stick it out. Maybe it's worth trying to stick it out and just thinking, well, Slicks has got to pit again. Bradshaw's got to pit again. Oh, we slowed right down, Smurf. What's happening here? Oh, right, that's why we got a safety car. Oh, it was a blessing in disguise for Smurf. It's a safety car. And have they got a new wing for him? Yes, they have. Are we going to see? And now he's going to be able to go onto the medium tyre. This could help Smurf fantastically. Where is he going to come out, though? It's going to allow the hard tyres cars, apart from Alves, who's staying out, to come and get free pit stop. Alves manages to get P4, though, so he's in the way of Legend. Gravedigger into P2. Kabuki, Gravedigger and Adam actually up into P3. This is brilliant for Adam. Now he's able to get himself right back to the front, and he's got Alves behind him, who will probably be able to hold up Legend a little bit for him. So things are looking really tight here. We've got our top, or out of our top 5, or our top 4 drivers, sorry. Well, the top 5 of this race that are in the top 4 in Constructors. Well, we can take a breather. Has Thor just overtaken Smurf under safety car? And is Smurf allowed to get the place back? No. No. Well, Thor's bot has either just somehow gained a place. Maybe I can invite Thor back. Do I have him as a friend? Don't think so. Sorry, you're missing it all. Why does this account have so many favourites? He's already joined back anyway. I did it all for nothing. So, I think now would be a good idea to look at penalties. So, Slicks has 3, Days has 6, Casper has 6, Carrot and Shadow have 3, everyone else has none. We're going to go back to the tyres. Alves is actually pitting now, which means that Alves... Oh, and Thor's pitting too. Thor's Bolt's pitting. Alves has gone onto the soft tyre for 9 laps. I like that call from Alves. I think the softs are actually a good call. So who was it who got the free pit stop? It was Smurf, wasn't it? And it was like Bradshaw and Slicks also got a free pit stop. So maybe they would have been better off going on to the soft tyre. So, Kabuki in P1, Gravedigger P2, Adam P3, Legend P4. The top 4, it's actually the opposite of what it is in the Championship table. So Legend is P1 in Championship, Adam's P2, Gravedigger's P3 and Kabuki's P4. This is really going to shake things up. It's also looking like my prediction of what I said. It's sort of coming true, although I didn't think I put Smurf somewhere in there, didn't I? I can't remember anymore. I need to write my predictions down. Actually, no, I don't need to write them down. I just need to conveniently forget them and then just... Yeah, that was what I predicted at the end of the race. And then just hope that no one watches back the recording afterwards. Well, hopefully we're not under safety car for much longer. I think the safety car is going to... Safety car is in this lap. Fantastic. So I've got to ride on board with Kabuki to make sure that he starts it properly. Probably going to want to slow it down a little bit more than that, Kabuki. Probably going to want to slow it down a little bit more than that, Kabuki. He could be causing an accident here if he doesn't slow it down anymore. You need to wait for the safety car to be in. And now Kabuki is going. He crosses the line. And Adam's gone up the inside. What a move from Adam. He's going to take P1. Kabuki's managed to get himself sort of back into the lead, but Adam's up into P2 and Legend's up into P3. Gravedigger's had an awful start and Adam's up into P1 and Legend out round the outside. Contact and then contact again. Kabuki's gone flying down the order. I think he's the wrong way round. Yeah, Kabuki's the wrong way round after being pinched between Adam and Legend. The two going for the championship. So Kabuki is now all the way back down to P13. He'll be furious with that. Slicks picks up a 3-second time penalty. It's not going to be absolutely huge. We're going to stay on board with this fight between Adam and Legend because this is the Max versus Lewis of our league. 10 laps to go of racing between these two. P1 and P2 in the championship. This is how they got there. Dark Shadow is probably going to try and make a move on Days here, and he's clipped Days, but he's come worse off, so he's going to lose a couple of places. Adam has a 3-second time penalty. No! He's messed it up completely. And now Legend has just got to sit behind him. But I don't think he's going to. I think he's going to try and just get past him anyway. And Slicks has now got past Gravedigger. Gravedigger's going to come back at him, and Smurf is managing to get himself up to P4. Smurf looks like he's managed to carry so much momentum. I think he's going to be able to get past Gravedigger as well. Smurf is past Gravedigger, but he's used up a load of his ERS, and he's still low petrol, despite us being under safety car. There's going to be a little bit of contact, and I think Gravedigger's gone into the back of Slicks. Days trying to get past Bradshaw. Can Days make this happen? It doesn't matter, we're going to go and look at Slicks because it's higher up. Slicks can't quite get past Smurf. Gravedigger P5. And at the moment, this is a disaster for Adam. He's still got 9 laps to try and get away from the pack a little bit, but I don't think he's going to be able to get past Legend, or get away from Legend. Maybe P2, but that's not going to help him. Carrot picks up a 3-second time penalty. And Shadow's all over the back of Carrot. Slick's trying to get past Smurf because he knows Smurf is sort of holding him up a little bit, but he keeps messing it up on that corner, and I thought he was going to lose the car then. He might lose the place to Gravedigger, and he's going to lose it to Timmer. Elixir has left the session. I don't know how Elixir got here. Days trying to get past Slicks now as Slicks loses a lot of positions. Gravedigger's going to try and chase down Smurf, but that is only going to help Adam. And Legend has picked up a penalty. It's a 3-second penalty, so now it's as you were. Legend's bottled that completely. DRS is now enabled, which now means Smurf is going to be looking at potentially getting a race win now. It's going to completely throw everything up into the air. Carrot has managed to get past Bradshaw. Can Carrot hold on to it? It looks like... I don't know who that is. I think it's Dark Shadow trying to go on the inside. And there's a little bit of contact there between Bradshaw and Dark Shadow. Dark Shadow manages to get onto the grippier side of the track and is probably going to hold on to it here. Looks like it. Let's go up and see what Gravedigger's getting up to with his teammate Timmer. Not very thoughtful of Timmer there when Gravedigger is trying to fight for the championship, but we move. Timmer is on the faster tyre, so Timmer will just be saying, well, let me go. Slicks is going to be having a real good look at Gravedigger now as Days goes up the inside of Slicks, and Slicks is now managing to hold on to the position. Legend isn't quite close enough to get near Adam at the moment to try and make a move. Slicks is sort of all over the track at the moment. But it looks like Days is losing a bit of time there. I wonder if Carrot is thinking about it with the soft tyre, having a look up Days going up the inside. Going to happen here, but Dark Shadow might be trying to have a look too. Things are starting to space out between the top 5. Slicks trying to get close to Gravedigger though. This is probably the fight to watch between Gravedigger, Slicks, Days, Carrot, Shadow, Bradshaw, well, everyone really. Casper as well, and yeah, everyone's really close together. It's just the just Timber who's managed to sort of get away from everyone slightly. It's going to be DRS time. And Gravedigger is not going to have DRS, so Gravedigger is going to lose a place to Slicks. That's really going to hurt him in the championship fight as he loses it, going down to P6 now. Slicks holds on to the position. We've got some moving of positions here. Casper manages to get himself up to P11. We'll have a little look at penalties when things are a little bit less hectic in a moment. I don't think it really matters actually what tyres everyone's on. Now, Days is really close to Gravedigger. Kabuki does the fastest lap. Oh, that's a great move from Days as he goes up the inside of Gravedigger. Is Gravedigger going to come back? Oh, little bit of contact, little bit of contact. Is Dark Shadow going to be able to get past Days? He is. That's not ideal for Days. Things are looking good though for Smurf. He's in a position to go and win the race now. Gravedigger going to try and get past Days. He's going to be looking at Days' flashing red light and licking his lips. He's also going to be looking at Days' 6-second penalty and everyone else's 6-second penalty actually, and licking his lips. So although it is P8 on track, it's still going to be P5 for now. But he does need to hurry up a little bit and get past Dark Shadow, because otherwise that little advantage that he's got is going to be coming away. I imagine Gravedigger's going to go for the move here on Days. He probably makes it happen. Days a little bit uncomfortable coming out of that turn. Timmer is past Adam. What's happened to Adam? Adam is pitting. Has he got damage? I think... yeah, Adam's got damage. I've missed something. There's something that's happened between Legend and Adam. Oh no. Surely you're better off staying out with 6 laps to go. Something else has happened. We've lost a Haas. It's Gravedigger. No! The top cars are falling away. It's falling in place perfectly for Legend. Kabuki, Gravedigger and Mr. Adam Moore have gone from being all the way at the top to all the way at the back. I think something must have happened with Smurf, because Smurf is so much further away. Thor trying to get past Days. It looks like Days has lost a few positions too. I've missed everything. Alves and Brick Grit a little bit close. Thor trying to get past Days too. He's got a lot more ERS than Days. He doesn't know just how low Days' ERS is. Oh no, 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 no. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Safety car surely. Yep, safety car. Bad move from Thor. Days is the wrong way round. And it's a lifeline for Adam and Kabuki. So let's go back onto the tyres. Adam is on fresh softs. Are we going to see anyone pit? We're going to see a lot of people pit. Legend is coming in for a fresh set of softs. Smurf stayed out. Timmer stayed out. Legend has come in. Slicks is coming in. Everyone's coming in. Oh, Adam, this will be killing him. He'll just want to try and get as many positions as he can, but I don't think he's actually going to make up any. Is he thinking to himself, I may as well pit? He's passed a few. He's passed a few. That's not too bad. He comes out behind Brick Grit. Can he even get past Brick Grit? No, he can't get past Brick Grit. He's stuck there. And Gravedigger is in P10, so that's not too bad. Kabuki's coming in for a fresh set of softs. So Smurf and Timmer staying out on the medium tyres. What is going to be an advantage for them is they don't have penalties. So every single person other than Smurf and Timmer are on a new set of softs. So we're going to go back to the penalties. So just remember everyone, Timmer and Smurf mediums, everyone else fresh softs. I was spun, Casper was spun by Days. He says, or it was a McLaren. I don't think it was Adam because he was miles away from everyone. Then you were quite far behind as well, I'm not too sure. So if things, they're not going to, but if things ended like this, then the big winner of the day is Legend. Timmer will be looking at trying to get 2 podiums in a row. So we've lost Thor, we've lost Jamie, we've lost Martinez, so bad day for the Italian teams, and Bradshaw is having to carry the can for them. You guys have got an advert? Oh no. Well, I guess this is probably the best time to have an advert, because we're under safety car and you're not missing anything. $18 seconds to go on the advert. I'll just keep going as though nothing's happened. So we'll stay on board with Smurf, actually. As soon as he's at the front, get a nice little cinematic camera. Look at the weird Singapore flags in the background that are just weirdly big. Welcome back everybody. That's probably the best time for you guys to have an advert. Kabuki is slowly but surely catching up the rest of the pack. So presumably the safety car will be in this lap. Hopefully Kabuki catches up in time. Days down in P13. Adam down in P9. It's not been a great day for the McLarens. It's been a better day for the AlphaTauris in P3 and P4. Even though I do know for sure that Slicks was the author of some of the chaos. Adam with a 3-second penalty is really not going to help. Legend's 3-second penalty isn't going to help either. I wonder if Slicks is going to attack him. I think that's going to be the interesting bit. Is Slicks going to be a good teammate and try and hold him up to try and get him the Drivers' Championship in a position to secure it in Zandvoort next week? Or is he going to attack him and think, I want a podium, I want a win? I think Slicks will fancy himself on pace. Smurf is very fast. Timmer's not quite as fast. Timmer's good at the consistency side of things, but the speed isn't quite there. And when it comes to a 4-lap shootout, you're probably going to be wanting to have more speed than consistency. The safety car is coming in this lap, which means I need to ride on board with Smurf. Thor has left. He's decided he doesn't want to participate in the drama, or he's going to participate in the drama now. Smurf take it quite slowly. I take it we're going to have a burst of speed now. Here we go. Oh no, it's forced him to slow down, which is surely going to help Legend. I've got to stand with Smurf to make sure he does it all okay. Right, now we can move. Timmer is going to go for the lead of the race. Legend looking for it. Dark Shadow has passed Slicks, so Slicks really didn't attack Legend. And now Dark Shadow's managed to get past him. Adam's out! Oh, no, he's retired in the pits for some reason. Why has he done that? He's throwing the tyre of the way. Right, on you go then, Gravedigger. Surely he had damage, there's no way. Legend has managed to get past Timmer. Back past, yeah no, past Timmer. He's in P2 now. And now Legend is going to be chasing down Smurf to try and go for the win, but I don't think he's going to be able to get it because he's got to be second a lap faster than him. And I don't see that happening. Dark Shadow is past Timmer as well. Timmer is tumbling down the position. Slicks is trying to get past Timmer now. Dark Shadow up into P3, that's fantastic for him. Brick Grit is trying to go up the inside of Bradshaw, causing a little bit of damage, but nothing too serious. And Brick Grit is going to put pressure from Gravedigger, but Gravedigger isn't going to be able to make things happen. And Crazy Casper going up the inside of Mr. P3 in the championship. Gravedigger really needs to claw back some positions here. He needs to just give everything that he's got, because this World Championship is about to be delivered on a silver platter to Legend. After being so far ahead, for it to be so close now. Oh, Smurf managing to get off the accelerator to try and get past Timmer. Timmer using his ERS to defend for all of his life as we start lap 27. Slick's trying to get past up the inside. He's got the better tyre and he's broken him better. It looks like Carrot's going to try and come too. Carrot is past Timmer. Timmer's down to P6. Timmer's going to come back. And Carrot gets the inside line. Timmer goes wide. Dark Shadow and Smurf. Oh wow, Smurf has lost all of his ERS and Legend is now going to activate Hammer Time. He's got to find 1.5 seconds. I was going to say 1.7. He's already found 3/10 of a second now. Legend might even be able to go and get the win on track. That would be incredible if he does it, and that would be a true sign of a worthy world champion if he can make it happen. Days Freak stuck behind Gravedigger. Gravedigger really needs to get some speed here. Dark Shadow and Smurf are going to keep fighting each other, and Smurf is going to be saying, just leave me alone, stop putting me under pressure, I can still win this thing and get us some points. You've got 6 seconds worth of penalties, you're not going to be able to. Slicks is going to try and go up the inside of Dark Shadow. And Dark Shadow stays in front for now. Slicks picks up another 3-second penalty. That puts him up to a 9-second penalty. Disaster. Dark Shadow's going for an overtake. Leave him alone. He's your teammate. He can still win it. Stop putting him under pressure. Oh. Oh no. Slicks has passed. And Slicks really doesn't care. He's got his teammate to try and get the win now. And put him under pressure. Gravedigger's past Timmer. That's what he needed. No, I wouldn't be surprised if there's some tomfoolery afoot. Timmer has spun. Yeah, Timmer's spun. I missed whatever happened there, but I think it's more important to stay on board with this fight for the front. Carrot is getting close as well. Carrot has 6 seconds worth of penalty, so we might even see a Bradshaw podium here. Would it be a Bradshaw podium? Maybe. We might see a Bradshaw podium. Needs to get a little bit closer to Carrot. Oh, and Gravedigger might be looking at a podium as well. He needs to get past Bradshaw now so he can go and get himself closer to Carrot. Try and make it so this World Championship isn't completely over. Smurf has completely thrown it away. Legend is now 3.8 seconds clear. Dark Shadow picks up all penalties, so it's now a 9-second penalty for them, which is surely going to favour Gravedigger. Can Gravedigger get past Bradshaw? He's going to have DRS to do it. And he's also faster now. Bradshaw going up the inside. Slicks has passed Smurf. Oh no! Gravedigger's been spun. And that is surely that for the championship. And Slicks and Dark Shadow. Smurf manages to get himself back into P3. So the Red Bulls not out of it yet. Slicks, oh, there's contact. He's lost the position to Carrot. Kabuki P6 as well. He hasn't got that many penalties. He's only got the 3 seconds. He might be good for a podium as well. Kabuki being Legend's nearest championship rival. He's about to cross the line too. Bradshaw I don't think is going to get close. I don't know who caused the incident with Gravedigger. He needs to just try and get any kind of points he can. Slick's trying to chase down Carrot to try and get things done on track, but I think at this point, with your 9 seconds worth of penalties and the instance that we've seen, it's just about keeping your neck clean and just letting everyone race really. So Legend crosses the line. I don't think Smurf has done enough to win it. No, it is going to be Smurf P2, Carrot P3 for now. Bradshaw gets P3, Kabuki 4, Carrot 5, Alves 6, Shadow 7, Slicks down in 8, Gravedigger P9, Days Freak P10. Casper's got a lot of penalties. Timmer will get past him for P11. Slicks lost his head. Well, there we have it. We can watch Bradshaw, Smurf and Legend on the podium. And Legend is thanking his teammate already. Slicks, what a lion. That win was my possible by my, I guess he means was made possible by my teammate. My ride or die, lost his head for the team. I don't think you're giving yourself enough credit, Legend, to be honest. Managed to, was it 5.4 seconds away from Smurf in 3 laps. That's quite impressive. And at the start of it I was saying it might not be fantastic. Struggles in qualifying, but the fastest lap and P1, you can't argue with it. So here is the final result then. Legend P1, Smurf P2, Bradshaw P3, Kabuki picks up P4, Carrot P5, Alves P6, Dark Shadow P7, Slicks P8, Gravedigger P9, Days Freak P10, Timmer 11, Casper 12, Brickgrit 13, Adam 14, Thor 15, Jamie 16 and Martinez 17. Which is going to modify the Drivers' Championship quite fundamentally. So Gravedigger is only going to pick up 2 points, which moves him up to 148. Adam isn't going to pick up any. Kabuki is going to pick up 12. Well, it's not really going to affect him much. Brickgrit won't get that many. Bradshaw is going to pick up 15, so we might see Bradshaw overtake. I can't remember exactly where Brickgrit finished now. We might see Bradshaw overtake Brickgrit. We're also going to see Carrot put pressure on Brickgrit too and increase their lead over Timmer, and Legend will now be able to increase his lead on Adam, who is his nearest championship rival, from 10 points up to 36, which means that at the next race in Zandvoort, Legend can make it a world championship. So congratulations on Legend for where he finished. I'll just see. So who was it? It was Bradshaw. It's a little bit of a shame that we're not really hear from our winner, Bradshaw and Smurf, I think it was. If you ever feel like giving us an interview, legend. As I get everyone into the party. Hello, Smurf. Do you have the little box to tick?
I do.
Fantastic. If you get that ticked for me, so the lovely people can hear your voice. I don't think it looks like Bradshaw is going to be joining us, so I think it's just going to be you.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to get anything from Legend either. It's a real shame because, as I was just saying, he's now 36 points clear. It looked like he was going to be put under pressure today, and it was only 10 going into this race. He managed to get up to 36 now with the fastest lap. It doesn't look like anyone else is going to be joining, so you are the man of the moment, Smurf. I think qualifying went quite well for you, didn't it? Was it P4, if I remember correctly?
P5 for me.
P5, yeah, there it is. I've just seen it on my phone. P5, very close to P4. Gravedigger just beat you to it. What were you thinking when you qualified P5?
I was thinking it wasn't too bad. I hadn't done a lot of practice around Bahrain. I was chuffed I could make it into Q3, but I knew Slicks was going to be rapid all weekend, and he showed it. He got an incredible pole lap, so I was happy.
Oh. Yeah, he did. He did 129.4. I thought that the 130 that he put up was impressive enough to then beat it by 0.7.
Yeah.
Even more impressive. So in the race, we had a number of safety cars, but you were Kabuki and Gravedigger sort of all managed to keep your noses out of trouble with safety cars and then rejoining. You stayed out a lap later than everyone else, and it actually worked out really well because Kabuki got stuck in traffic and Gravedigger went into the pit lane at about 10 mile an hour. So you must have been quite chuffed when you came out in front of those two and that their undercuts didn't work.
Yeah, I was wondering when I came out the pit lane, where will I end up? And when I came out in front of Kabuki, I was like, well, he must have a really slow stop. But I'm happy. To be fair, this strategy has worked out better than my other strategy blunders. As you saw in Spain, I completely bottled the lead. But I'm just happy this one managed to work out a bit better.
Well, you can thank Bradshaw for it because he did an almighty job of defending against Kabuki.
Yeah, I'll thank him later on.
Just want to throw you now back to the final safety car that we had. You didn't pit, did you?
No.
It was you and Timmer stayed out. When you saw it was just you and Timmer, what were you thinking?
I was really just thinking to get foot to the floor, try and build a gap to Timmer off the restart. It wasn't a great restart, but then, as you saw, he just dropped back positions. I don't know what was happening. All the people that had penalties were fighting like madmans near the end.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden, the championship leader came out of nowhere. Were you a little bit upset with your teammate who just kept fighting you instead of just letting you get on with it to try and stay with him?
A little bit upset, but I was confused whether Legend was on fresh softs or old softs, and I believe he was on fresh softs because he was flying either way. He was on like a 2-second gap for fastest lap from me. I think it was a 131 he got, I was a 133, but he was flying. I was definitely annoyed a little bit with all the penalty runners because they had 9 seconds worth and they were still trying to overtake me for no reason at all.
I can understand Slicks a little bit more, but when it's your own teammate who's fighting you for the win when they've got 6 seconds worth of penalties, it would have been a lot nicer if he could have done a Checo and just sat behind you really and defended, but it wasn't to be.
Yeah.
But you'll take P2?
Oh well, definitely I'll take P2.
Good, and that should see you move up slightly. You should get ahead of Dark Shadow and Slicks in the championship, so that'll move you up to P9. I've done my homework this week, so I've been looking at the drivers' championship standings.
Oh.
Not too. I mean, I don't want to worry you a little bit, or overlook you, but might be the last time we see you on the podium this season. We've only got 2 races to go. What have you thought about this season for you?
From obviously starting off late on in the season, I was new to this league. I think I've done rather well for myself with, I think this is 3 podiums now I've had in my short time already. I couldn't be more happy, especially with, getting a seat quite early on was quite lucky for me. But yeah, I've enjoyed my season so far. I've loved every bit of it.
I'm glad you've been enjoying it. That's the main thing. So congratulations on P2 tonight. And well, if I stay commentating on Div 5 Tuesdays next season, maybe we'll still be able to talk to each other, but maybe they'll move you up, who knows. But anyway, thanks for that. And
not a problem.
Yeah, congratulations on P2. So that's it. That brings us round 16 to a close round Bahrain on a night where it almost looks like our championship leader, AK Legend, has one hand already on the trophy. We'll see you next week for, I think it's Zandvoort. I said Zandvoort earlier, let me just check the calendar. It is Zandvoort and then followed by Qatar, so it's not all completely over, but it's nearly there. So have a good evening everyone, and I look forward to speaking to you next week. Bye bye.
Bye.